Okay, we're 2 years out, Brenner, from a World Cup. We've touched on this. We've seen all of the teams play through this November window. 2 years out from the World Cup, who are the three teams that you think are getting themselves into the position to be the serious contenders? Because generally there's three at a World Cup, I think. You can spot that are the real ones.
Yeah, I think probably the big mover for me has been England. I think with the way that they've played post-Spain in New Zealand and the tough work that they probably went through during that period at Steve Borthwick, I think their growth and the way that they are playing, I think they're definitely 2 years out from a Rugby World Cup. They're only going to get better, especially in that attacking space. They're going to get a lot better. So I think England is definitely one. You think South Africa definitely. I think the way we are, we're probably in that conversation around how we've played and where we are probably ranked as well. I think in 2 years' time we'll be there or thereabouts. But I think for England and I think Ireland as well, I think Ireland will always be there. I think the way that they do play, now I guess their challenges is they've had a lot of those players have played a long time. Are they going to be able to get to the World Cup? Your likes of your Porter, your Furlong, all those kind of guys that have played a lot of minutes, will they be able to make it there? I'd like to think so with how they do it in Ireland. But I'll probably say the big move for me, Ross, was England in the way that they've played during this Northern Hemisphere tour.
England are a serious threat. And I think even if you look at it, they've blooded a lot of players as well, but still managed to keep winning. It's not a B team, like it was the best players they could select to go play RG after they'd beat the British and Irish Lions. Man, they did the job over there. They've been extremely clinical and their run meters have just gone through the roof. It's a total different England. Don't get me wrong, they can go back to the old England style too, but they're starting to slip into that South African sort of category of being able to play multiple ways, and wherever you push them, they almost have the belief and confidence they can get out of it. I think when you look 2 years out, you want to have done all your, I suppose, blooding of talent and know where your top 50 are at and when you can call on them. And then the focus would be, I think, going into this next 2 years is refining that down to this consistent 23 that everyone craves, like to a consistent 23.
Yeah. So then when you hit the World Cup playoffs, you
really
might be making
clear.
1 or 2 changes a week, but in the most part, you're in that spot.
Yeah, but I also think it's like, okay, if we play this team, we know that this is our 23. If we play this team, we know, like, everyone's clear.
Right, so every single game you're seeing as hey, we've found the weakness, this is our game plan against them, let's go.
Yeah, but I also think, like, the way South Africa have done it, the players know it, like, it's not an emotional thing not getting selected. And I think actually depersonalising that selection is one of the masterstrokes of Rusty, because even when we had Malcolm Marx on, he was like, I'll just play whatever role. Like, I know that I've got certain strengths and weaknesses, and Rusty knows when to utilise them. Like, it's quite whereas, a lot of other teams, it's like, I want to be selected.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, Bryn, at 39 minutes when Rusty brought on the front row, like, it was incredible, the masterstroke. He was just like, I am going to nail them right now. That was ruthless. I laughed when I saw it happen. I was like, we all know where this is going.
I bet your Island fans were laughing when they saw that because they knew exactly what was going on. So, but yeah, and look at it. To come back to Jip's point around utilising the skill set of your players and being able to be able to pull trigger whenever. There's been 7-1 splits, 6-2 splits. We've seen the bomb squad come on in 30 minutes, so the initiative work of what Rusty does, I guess the feel to be able to have trust for players to be able to do that, and the depth that's been built up, not only this year, but the last couple of years post winning a World Cup. South Africa are in a really good place. And we touched on it at the start of the year that they were sleeping giants, more so on the attacking side of it. And with Sasha Feinberg-Ngwanzulu being selected as their 10, and I guess you'd have to think now he's going to be there pretty much consistently throughout going into the World Cup. They are a scary beast, and they are only going to get better. And I think that's the worry thing for New Zealand and World Rugby, that they're only at the start, I guess, of where they could be in 2 years' time going into a World Cup.
We know South Africa are going to be there, but this English side's going to be the way they're utilising their bench, the way they are keeping the ball alive, their kick strategy, like they're really, really clinical. The only one area which is surprising for England, they struggle at line-out time, which is not like them. So we know that
they
can
were
be
without
sorted.
Chesham, weren't they?
Yeah. But not even that game. Like, they have just struggled at line-out time. So, it's exciting. I still think, I have to say, I think with all the injuries we've faced as well, I think the All Blacks are well placed Richie Mo'unga coming back, that creates competition in a key position. There's still a lot of belief that the All Blacks can go, turn up on their day and deliver.